Hello everybody, today I want to teach you about enterprise. I want to continue from the previous lesson. Yesterday I was teaching about the business terms, opportunity cost, what is business, and human ones, and resources. Now, what is enterprise? So enterprise is the ability to mix the other three elements of factors of production, right? So what is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is someone who takes the financial risk to starting and managing a new business venture. Characteristics of entrepreneurs include innovation. They're also committed and self-motivated, multi-skilled, leadership skilled, self-confidence, and risk-taking. So most entrepreneurs are risk takers. That's why you see that only a few can manage to become entrepreneurs, because for you to become an entrepreneur, you need to have these skills. That is, you need to be a risk taker, you need to have multi skills. For instance, you need to be able to manage finances very well. You need to be well versed with information technology skills, right? Now, let's talk about challenges of entrepreneurs, the challenges that entrepreneurs face, right? So entrepreneurs face the challenges of identifying business success opportunities. At times, business success opportunities are hidden. They need that extra vision to be able to identify paying opportunities. Then another challenge is sourcing of capital, right? Capital requires for instance, collateral security to gather one. Also, the other challenge is determining the location. Location plays an important role in the success or failure of a business. A good location will give you a good opportunity for a business to grow. Then competition is another challenge that entrepreneurs face. Stiff competition means that you need to have good strategies in order to win in the competition struggle. Then building a customer base. This is the most important challenge. The most important challenge that entrepreneurs face, right? Now, having spoken about this, let me now teach you why business often fail, right? Right. Why do most business often fail? Now, most business often fail because they do not record the transactions that do happen at their companies, right? You need to record each and every transaction that happens in a business. This will make you able to trace back what is happening, areas that need to be improved, right? Then the other cause for why most business fail is lack of cash and working capital. Working capital is the finance or the money required to run day by day expenses of a business, right? So if you don't have this working capital, this means that your business is most likely going to fail. The other reason why most business fail is the poor management skills. Remember, managing resources requires the skill. You cannot manage people if you cannot manage a business well if you cannot manage the human resources. You need to manage each and every entity on the company, right? Changes in business environments. New competitors, legal changes may also make a business fail if you not be able to articulate this challenge, right? Then let's also have a look at the impacts of enterprise in an economy, right? So what are we saying? That what does entrepreneurs bring to an economy, right? Entrepreneurs, they do create employment, right? Either to locals or to international employees, right? Then also entrepreneurs, they do help with economic growth. Economic growth, that is the outward shift of the PPC, right? The increase in the gross domestic product of an economy, right? Another contribution of the entrepreneurship in an economy is firms' survival and growth. Firms might survive, might grow big, right? Then the other contribution or the other advantages of entrepreneurship or entrepreneurs to an economy, they bring innovation and technological change to the economy, right? Also, they remember, entrepreneurs, they do business by providing goods and services to make profits, right? Now, that provision of goods and services, we may export goods to other nationals, now, thereby creating foreign currency, right? And having a favorable balance of trade, right? Balance of trade is the difference between exports and imports, right? Now, the other contribution of these entrepreneurs is what we call personal development. Starting and managing a business aids in developing skills of the nation. We may produce good managers, right? Then increased social cohesion. Unemployment leads to serious social problems. Then enterprise brings jobs and income to achieve social cohesion. Enterprise provides a good example to others to follow, right? Everybody would want to become an entrepreneur if there is entrepreneurship in an economy. Imagine a nation with each and everybody in the economy being an entrepreneur. It actually means that that economy is going to be rich. That economy is going to bring to gather more wealth, right? Now, let us quickly look at the term industrialization. What is industrialization? Industrialization is the growing importance of industry in an economy, right? That is industrialization. The increase of industries in an economy, that's industrialization, right? For instance, if we build more industries in Zimbabwe, right, we'll be achieving the process of industrialization. So the advantages of industrialization are that the total national output will increase. Employment creation, then firms will be expanding, which means that government is going to gather more tax from these firms, right? Then also we are going to export some of our surplus, right, to other countries, thereby having foreign currency. But what are the disadvantages of industrialization now, right? Which the disadvantages of industrialization is that much of growth is going to be due to expansion of multinational companies, and these multinational companies, they can expatriate their profits back to their host countries, and also the chance of working in manufacturing can encourage a huge movement from the countrysides of the town, which leads to housing and social problems. For instance, people can start to migrate from Lotito, coming to Harare in search of jobs, in search of being to become employed in these industries, which might result in social and housing problems in Harare. Now, let us move on to the other most important aspects in business studies, right? Economies. Let us speak about economies. An economy is the state of a country or region in terms of production and consumption of goods and services, and the supply of money, supply of money, right? So there are different economies that we have. We have got the mixed economy, the free market economy, and the command economy, right? Let us start with the free market economy. In the free market economy, resources are owned by the private sector with little or no government intervention. So each and everybody, the resources, remember, the resources are owned by private sector, right? So the private sector determines what needs to be produced, for whom are we going to produce these goods, and how are we going to produce these goods. So what are the advantages of having your economy as a free market economy? Right? The advantages are a variety of goods and services are going to be produced, because each and every good is, as long as it can be produced profitably, it is going to be produced. Thereby, a variety of goods and services is going to be produced. Now, the other advantage is that business respond quickly to changes in the consumer demand. For instance, in the market, vanhu vakaona kuti vanhu vari kufara zvemabhero, each and everybody will quickly go and stock more bells and sell to the market, right? Then the other advantage to the capitalist is that there is no taxation. This might be a disadvantage to the government, but to those in the economy supplying their goods to the market, they'll be having an advantage that there is no taxation, right? Then the disadvantages of a free market economy, right? Businesses will only produce profitable goods. Remember, we're saying that resources are owned by the private sector. So there's no any an individual who would want to produce goods that are not earning him or her profit, right? So those goods that do not bring profit are excluded in the production, right? Now, the other disadvantage is harmful goods may be produced profitably. For instance, brongo rakanzi riku bhadhara pamarket. Each and everybody is going to sell that brongo, which might be harmful to the society, because those ghetto youths are going to be taking those drugs, which might affect the society as a whole, right? Also, there is another disadvantage that firms may dominate the market supply of a product, which might breed the monopolies. Remember, monopolies, they are not good to the society. They might charge exorbitant prices to the consumers because there will be no any competition. I think you can agree with me that competition is healthy, right? Now, in contrary to these free market economies, we have what we call command economy, like other states that use command economy. Command economy, resources are owned, they are planned and controlled by the state. Remember, we've got different resources. We've got land, we've got labor, we've got transport, we've got money. These are all resources. They are owned and controlled and planned by the state. The government determines who should get this, what should be produced, and how are those resources going to be produced, right? Now, what are the advantages of this type of market of this economy? The first advantage is prices are kept under control, and thus everybody can afford to consume goods and services, right? If you take in Zimbabwe the scenario of 2007-2008, prices were being controlled by the government, right? Prices were being controlled by the government, and these prices